What's up, horror fans? Ready to dive into the most spine-chilling, heart-pounding games out there? Today, we're counting down the top 10 horror games that will keep you on the edge of your seat and haunt your dreams. Whether you're into psychological terror, survival horror, or just love a good scare, we've got something for everyone. So, grab your flashlight, keep the lights on, and let's get into the darkness. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard marks a bold return to the series' survival horror roots, delivering a terrifying and immersive experience that redefines fear. Set in a decrepit plantation in Dulvey, Louisiana, you play as Ethan Winters, a man searching for his missing wife, Mia. The game introduces a first-person perspective, providing a fresh and claustrophobic viewpoint that intensifies the horror. The story begins with Ethan receiving a mysterious message from Mia, leading him to the derelict Baker family estate. Upon arrival, he discovers the mansion is a nightmarish labyrinth filled with grotesque creatures and the twisted members of the Baker family, who are under the influence of a sinister bioweapon. The story masterfully blends psychological horror with visceral scares, keeping players guessing and on the edge of their seats. The game also features multiple endings, adding replay value and encouraging players to explore different choices. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is a masterclass in survival horror, offering a terrifying experience that both reinvigorates the series and pays homage to its roots. With its first-person perspective, immersive environment, and gripping storyline, it delivers unforgettable moments of fear and excitement. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, this game is a must-play for anyone seeking a truly horrifying adventure.
Her clawing her way back inside of me.
Outlast 2 plunges you into a terrifying descent into madness and fear, taking the horror experience to a whole new level. Set in the eerie Arizona desert, you play as Blake Langerman, an investigative journalist searching for his wife, Lynn, after their helicopter crashes. What follows is a harrowing journey through a nightmarish rural community driven by religious fanaticism and unimaginable horrors. The game begins with Blake and Lynn investigating the mysterious murder of a pregnant woman known only as Jane Doe. After the crash, Blake finds himself separated from Lynn and must navigate through the sinister Temple Gate community to find her. The villagers are under the influence of a delusional prophet named Sullivan Noth, who believes that Lynn's unborn child is the Antichrist. The atmosphere is relentlessly oppressive, with dense cornfields, dark forests, and abandoned shacks creating an environment of constant tension and dread. Outlast 2 is a masterclass in horror, delivering a relentless and immersive experience that pushes the boundaries of fear. With its gripping storyline, atmospheric environments, and intense gameplay, it offers a journey into darkness that is both horrifying and unforgettable. If you're a fan of horror games that challenge your nerves and sanity, Outlast 2 is a must-play. Visage is a psychological horror game that takes you on a deeply unsettling journey through a house filled with dark secrets and haunting memories. As you step into the shoes of Dwayne Anderson, you must explore a mysterious, ever-changing house where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blur, creating an atmosphere of constant dread and tension. The story begins with Dwayne waking up in a dilapidated house with no memory of how he got there. The house is haunted by the vengeful spirits of its former residents, each with their own tragic and horrifying backstory. As you uncover these stories, you piece together the dark history of the house and Dwayne's connection to it. The atmosphere is suffocating, with every creak, whisper, and shadow adding to the sense of impending doom. Visage is a masterfully crafted psychological horror experience that delivers relentless tension and deeply unsettling moments. With its immersive environment, intricate storytelling, and dynamic haunting mechanics, it offers a unique and terrifying journey into the unknown. If you're looking for a horror game that challenges your sanity and keeps you on the edge of your seat, Visage is a must-play. Fatal Frame 2. Crimson Butterfly is a timeless classic in the survival horror genre, renowned for its unique gameplay and deeply unsettling atmosphere. Set in the hauntingly eerie Minakami Village, also known as the Lost Village, the game follows twin sisters Mio and Mayu Amakura as they find themselves trapped in a ghostly and malevolent environment. The village, shrouded in darkness and forgotten by time, holds a chilling history of rituals, sacrifices, and restless spirits. The narrative centers on Mio and Mayu, who stumble upon Minakami Village during a walk in the woods. As they explore the abandoned village, they uncover its dark past, including the Crimson Sacrifice ritual, which involved the sacrifice of twins to appease the village's gods. The atmosphere is oppressive and foreboding, with the village's decaying structures and ghostly apparitions creating a constant sense of dread.
Mayu, About that time back then.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a landmark title in the survival horror genre, known for its ability to evoke genuine fear and psychological tension. Developed by Frictional Games, this first-person adventure thrusts players into a dark, foreboding castle where sanity is as fragile as the flickering candlelight. As protagonist Daniel, you must navigate through the castle's labyrinthine corridors, unravel its dark secrets, and survive the horrors that lurk within. The story begins with Daniel awakening in the desolate halls of Castle Brennenburg with no memory of his past. All he knows is that he deliberately drank an amnesia-inducing potion to forget something terrible. Through scattered journal entries and cryptic notes, players piece together Daniel's story, learning about his involvement in sinister experiments and his pursuit by a malevolent shadow. The castle itself is a character, its eerie silence and oppressive darkness creating an atmosphere of unrelenting dread. Amnesia: The Dark Descent stands out as a masterful example of psychological horror, combining immersive storytelling, atmospheric design, and innovative gameplay mechanics. Its emphasis on fear over combat, along with the sanity system, creates a uniquely terrifying experience. The next game is Alien Isolation, is a masterclass in survival horror, delivering an intensely atmospheric and nerve-wracking experience. Developed by Creative Assembly, the game pays homage to Ridley Scott's iconic 1979 film Alien, capturing the essence of the original movie with its meticulous attention to detail, sound design, and unrelenting sense of dread. Set 15 years after the events of the film, Alien Isolation follows Amanda Ripley, daughter of Ellen Ripley, as she seeks to uncover the truth behind her mother's disappearance. The narrative begins with Amanda Ripley joining a mission to retrieve the flight recorder of the Nostromo, her mother's ship, from the Sevastopol space station. Upon arrival, she finds the station in disarray, with the inhabitants being hunted by a deadly xenomorph. The game's atmosphere is meticulously crafted, with every corridor, shadow, and sound contributing to the oppressive sense of fear and isolation. The Sevastopol is a labyrinthine station, filled with darkened hallways, flickering lights, and the constant threat of the xenomorph lurking around every corner. The Evil Within 2 is a gripping survival horror game that dives deep into psychological terror and intense gameplay. Developed by Tango Gameworks and published by Bethesda, this sequel sees Detective Sebastian Castellanos return to the nightmarish STEM world to rescue his daughter Lily. 3 years after the events of the first game, Sebastian learns that Lily is alive and trapped in the eerie town of Union, a twisted creation of the STEM system. The game's atmosphere is haunting, with a blend of disturbing environments and grotesque creatures that keep players on edge. Sebastian's journey through Union is filled with twists and dark revelations. The narrative is rich with intrigue, featuring enigmatic characters like the sinister artist Stefano Valentini and shadowy Mobius agents. The Evil Within 2 offers a masterful blend of psychological horror, action, and deep storytelling. Its open exploration and rich narrative provide a fresh take on the survival horror genre, delivering a deeply immersive and unsettling experience. Soma is a deeply unsettling and thought-provoking survival horror game crafted by Frictional Games, a studio renowned for its mastery in the horror genre. Set in an underwater research facility, Soma combines elements of psychological horror, existential dread, and science fiction to deliver a unique and immersive experience. The game begins with protagonist Simon Jarrett waking up in Pathos 2, a decrepit and abandoned underwater facility. As he navigates the dark, claustrophobic corridors and eerie, waterlogged rooms, Simon uncovers the horrific truth about the facility's experiments and his own existence. The atmosphere is intensely immersive, with the constant creaks of the ocean, dim lighting, and a sense of isolation creating a feeling of dread and vulnerability. Soma stands out as a unique and deeply affecting horror game that goes beyond traditional scares. Its blend of emotional horror, philosophical exploration, and immersive storytelling creates an experience that lingers long after the game is over. For those seeking a horror game that challenges the mind and provokes deep thought, Soma is an unforgettable journey into the unknown. Let's move on to the next interesting game. Layers of Fear 2 is a psychological horror game developed by Bloober Team, known for their expertise in creating deeply immersive and disturbing experiences. Set aboard a creepy, deserted ocean liner, this game delves into the psyche of an actor who must navigate the eerie environment while uncovering his past. In-game, you take on the role of a troubled actor invited to take part in a mysterious film project on a sumptuous yet unsettling ocean liner. The ship's corridors are filled with haunting visuals, shifting environments, visuals and disquieting soundscapes, creating a palpable sense of dread. As you progress, you'll encounter surreal scenes that blend the lines between reality and the protagonist's tormented mind. Layers of Fear 2 offers a unique and deeply immersive horror experience that explores the depths of the human psyche. With its rich narrative, haunting atmosphere, and psychological twists, it stands out as a compelling journey into madness and creativity.
Instinctive, pure, that'll do for now.
Condemned Criminal Origins is a gripping survival horror game that takes you into the dark, decaying urban environment of a city overrun by crime and madness. This game combines intense first-person combat with investigative elements, creating a uniquely terrifying experience. In Condemned Criminal Origins, you play as Ethan Thomas, an FBI agent in the Serial Crimes Unit. Tasked with hunting down a brutal serial killer, Ethan finds himself in a nightmarish world filled with deranged criminals and sinister forces. The game's atmosphere is heavy with tension, featuring grim, decaying environments that evoke a sense of dread and unease. The game masterfully combines elements of horror and detective fiction, keeping players engaged with its twisted narrative and unexpected twists. This game delivers a uniquely horrifying experience that blends intense combat, forensic investigation, and psychological terror. Its immersive environments and gripping storyline make it a standout title in the horror genre. For fans of dark, atmospheric games that challenge both the mind and the reflexes, this game is a must-play. That's a wrap on our spine-chilling list. These games will redefine fear and pull you into worlds that will leave a lasting impression. Which of these terrifying experiences are you daring enough to try? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey into horror, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more hair-raising content. Until next time, stay terrified.